Hey guys, Weeb here, and today we're going to be talking about animal taming in Legends of Aria. So the very first thing I'm going to show you is very important. So you go into the settings, open up settings in here, and change your last target to mouse 2. So mouse 2 is the middle of your mouse, your scroll bar when you click it down. You can change this to another key, but whatever key you change it to, you're going to be clicking a lot while teaming, so keep that in mind. Okay, so taming, I'm going to assume that you are level 1. So what we're going to do is you're going to go and talk to any stable master near any town. And you hit perhaps later, and you can go skip the quests if you want. And you can go to will you teach me about animals, and have you train you in animal taming or animal lore. If you want to come back and do the quest, remember to come back to talk to any stable master. So let's go grab our crook, because the bread and butter of this skill is using the crook to tame animals. So the crook is available in any carpentry house, or you can buy it off people who do carpentry. So if you don't know where it is, hit control and you'll sit right there. Buy the crook, and it's only 20 gold. Okay, so the location that we're currently in is Eldur Village. And the first 30 levels, if you decide that you don't want to level up to 30 immediately, you can run around and do chickens, but I would highly recommend spending a bit of gold at a stabler to get level 30. Once you're level 30, generally what you're going to be looking for are horses, hinds, foxes, and wolves. Now, the wolves are aggressive, so they're actually a little bit harder, so I would focus more on the horses, hinds, and foxes. Something else to note is that when you come across a creature and it says you have almost no chance of taming this monster, it doesn't matter, because you don't get XP based on a successful taming. You get XP based on an tame attempt. So, if anything, by going for a mob that's really hard, that is tameable, but almost next to impossible tameable, you can keep spam clicking it like this. Okay, so now we're taming our horse. Okay, failed to tame, and see how I got XP? Now, the reason I told you to do the settings earlier is because I'm going to put my mouse down here on the button, and I'm going to click just tame. And now one click, it'll automatically attempt to tame the last thing that you tamed. You can just stand here and keep clicking this thing over and over again, assuming you don't tame it or it walks away too far. You've tamed the horse, but if I didn't tame the horse, I could have just kept clicking this button over and over again and it would auto-tame. Okay, so now that we've got the horse, it's something to note is that when you tame a horse doesn't disappear when you get on it and get off it, unlike the ones you buy from the stable. These horses, you can put saddles on their back. Let's actually see if I have a saddle. Okay, we do have a saddle. So people are going to want to buy these horses because you get the saddle and you apply it to the horse. And now that you've applied the saddle to the horse, you can open the pack and it has 400 weight, where I only have 280 weight. So you can put more on the horse than my total carry weight. And you can have up to 5 horses. So I should talk a little bit about control slots. So control slots are basically how many animals or pets or whatever else you can control at once. Different animals and pets have a different amount of control slots. For example, something like a wyvern, a dragon, or high-end monsters will take 4 control slots. So you can only have 1 of them. But a horse, for example, only takes 1. So you could have 5 horses behind you at the same time, all having saddle packs. Or you could have 4 behind you, and you'll summon one like this. So right now I'm using 2 command slots. The one that I'm on, and the one that's over here. Something else to note is that these pets here die extremely easy. So you need to be very aware. When you're going into aggressive areas, I would suggest clicking J to make HP bars come up, so you can see monsters that are perhaps small or invisible, and that are actually attacking your horse. To get this HP bar, you click on the horse and you drag it out like this, and you can do that for all your mobs. Okay, so in the beginning levels from 29 to 41, you can basically tame just about anywhere. Although I would personally focus on horses, because you can store up to 14 horses in your stable. Now, to store your horses, what you can do is right-click it and just go dismiss. I believe if it has items on it, you can't dismiss it like that, so make sure you empty it first. Okay, so while you can tame just about anywhere for your first couple of levels, like around any of the towns, I particularly like going north of this. So as I go up here, the reason I like this area is because there's a lot of black bears, a lot of hinds, and a lot of everything else that you want to tame. But There's also brown bears, so you can basically tame in the same area. Okay, so we're going to go up here. All this used to be a wilderness area, so it used to be a little bit sketchy, but now that it's all safe, feel free to come up here. Okay, so horses, hinds, fox, or wolves. I would focus exclusively on horses and hinds, because horses are harder to tame at that level, and as I showed you earlier, you're going to be able to get to tame it over and over and over again. And as you can see here, a brown bear. Now, you won't be able to tame this yet, but the thing with brown bears is that they're not aggressive like a horse. So you can sit right beside it and just tame again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and you're going to keep failing a lot. But by failing, you're getting a chance at skill level, so you can just stand still and keep one tick casting over and over again. Don't get me wrong though, taming is very slow. It is very slow, and taming has 3 skills. Taming, lore, and beast mastery. So be aware that there's 3 skills. 1 for commanding, 1 for attacking, 1 for actually taming the creatures. And all 3 of them need to be leveled if you want to be a tamer. But this guide focuses a little bit more on actually taming the beast, so we'll go more about the other skills a little bit later. Okay, so I do them up here. Be careful, because there are some mobs around here that do get aggressive, and it is kind of annoying. But right now, you are probably at level 30 to 35, so run around here, get hinds, horses, and foxes. Just around here in a big circle. Around this area here. You can move around if you want, because it's no longer a wilderness area. Now, once you're 41, or close to, you can do brown bears, and as I showed you earlier, they are non-aggressive. Brown bears are going to be your best XP from 41 till basically like 59, 60. And now I just one-click it. And just keep doing this over and over again. And you will get taming XP. I might not be getting taming XP because my level's a little bit higher. Well, there I am. I still am. Even at level 4750s, I'm getting good XP here. So, just keep here, one tick over and over again. And it's not that hard. You can do black bears while you're doing brown bears, because there's not a lot of brown bears. But what will happen is the black bears are aggressive, and they're a little bit harder to manage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this brown bear, and I'll show you how to get a black bear. The reason that the black bears are harder is because they're aggressive. When a mob is aggressive, the mob is attacking, and while it's attacking, it's considered angry, so you can't actually tame it while it's angry. But there are a couple of ways to go around this. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this bear. Okay, so the bear doesn't want to tame. It's being a pain in the butt. But it showed you exactly what I was talking about, where you could just keep taming it over and over and over again. Okay, so let's get on a horse. Let's go find a black bear. This is a lot harder, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I would always go for hind, especially hind, because despite the fact that they're lower level, they're so easy to tame, and I seem to get a lot of levels off them, so I'd always recommend going for hind whenever you see them. Okay, so right now, there's a couple more brown bears right here. There's usually 2 or 3 brown bears right here. So it's a good idea to check this area consistently. Something else to note is that after you capture pets, you're going to fill up. You're going to control all 5 character slots. Well, control slots. You need to make sure that you release your creature and kill them. Do not release your creature and just leave it there, because it messes with the spawns, and apparently other mobs don't spawn as fast if they're just sitting there. So make sure you kill them or cross over the divide. Like, there's like a divide here, where you, like right here, where you go from this zone to that zone. Go on the other side of the zone and release them. Do not release them in the zone that you're currently catching them, and not kill them, because it really will hurt you. Okay, so we're running around here and we're looking for a black bear. I believe there's one more up a little bit further. Make sure you got 14 horses in the stable, because they keep dying. You're going to keep needing more. You can also sell them. Okay, a black bear should be around here somewhere. Okay, wolves, they're aggressive. I would usually avoid those. After you've done it for a while, you kind of get a feel for the area. There's some areas that just aren't as good because, like let's say you're trying to tame that horse, for example. The black bear is going to come over and attack it as it is right now, and then it's too aggressive, and then you can't tame it. So there is a couple of ways around this. You can actually, like, kill the one that's being attacked. Kind of like so. Okay, so now that the horse is dead, I'm going to put on the croc again. This might not necessarily work with the horse, so I would dismiss this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tame this. This is a little bit hard to achieve, but what you can do And you can't do it around all trees. I think this one's got a short leash. Some bears won't go that far away. A little bit hard to achieve, but if you can get it stuck where you can see it and it can't see you, you'll actually get it trapped behind the tree, and you will consistently just be able to tame it. Not all trees can do it, and unfortunately, it is quite hard to do. Failed to tame. There we go. I got it. As you can see, it's now stuck behind a tree, and I'm able to consistently tame it. Come down here and do your one click. And then again and again and again. Now, a couple of ways to level your other skills, like your Beast Mastery, for example, is you can put your pets in combat and just attack other pets around, and you sit there and keep using bandages on them. They'll level your Beast Mastery and level your healing. You can also set your pets to attack, and then it'll attack your pet, and then you can use a command to make your pet non-aggressive. It'll stand there and just take the attacks for you to do whatever you want. Now, the commands that I'm talking about are custom commands. So you type in /custom. So in here, you type in so you click one of the buttons, whatever you want. Type in your command. Let's just say shout. And then you hit update. And then you grab the command and you drag it over here. You also have the pet command over here, which can be taken out of your skill book. So if you go to your skills, and I believe it was Animal Taming, you can take this and it will control your creatures. So you can drag this onto your bar and use it. The list of commands, the list of custom commands, I will put in the chat below the video. So make sure you go down into that section, grab those commands and put them on your bar, because they do various things, like they have your pets guard you, you have your pets follow you, they make them stay without moving, and you can control individual pets if that's really what you want to do. Okay, that covers just about all the basics for animal taming in Legends of Aria. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and consider joining our community, VarietyMMOs, where we focus on MMO gaming, community, and guides to help us all enjoy the games that we love. Links are below the video. Peace.